My name's Mike, I'm from Midlands Movies. We've got Marc here from the Hamill brothers. What's your current?
I'll say Roasted Films.
Roasted Films. Ryan on the left here.
Hello.
Who's from RB Illustrations. And Phil, who's contributed for Midlands Movies.
Yep.
And so we're going to look at, this is the first time we've done this, we're going to look at a couple of films that we've watched just a minute ago. And two of them are right here. We have a more recent release called Snowpiercer and the B-movie classic Under Siege 2. Ryan, I know you joined us halfway through Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
So, Phil, tell us about Snowpiercer.
As in the beginning, I belong to the front. You belong to the tail.
It's kind of nuclear winter, classes being suppressed on a train that's going around the world, takes a year to get around the world. If the train stops, they die. If they go out the train, they die. The good guys, our sort of rebels, come up to these bunch of soldiers who dress like gimps. And these soldiers slice open this fish and are dipping their axes.
It's what the director wanted.
But Ryan, you started halfway through the film,
Yeah.
and we gave you a quick synopsis to catch up. Did you enjoy the film?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Visually gorgeous, apart from some sort of choice of CGI, really, when it comes to sort of like the train itself and the sort of the barren landscape. It was always a bit.
But yeah, you get the impression that maybe like it was like, you know, because they couldn't release it, they didn't finish it off. But like Chris Evans, you know, Captain America, he was pretty solid in this film. Big beard, started walking through the different carriages. I really like the different carriages. I don't know what you like.
Yeah.
It was a bit OTT at times, especially the sort of 80s type villain who just would not die.
In that respect, it was more of a B movie than Under Siege 2. It had all the B movie elements in it, but it looked like it must have had a decent budget.
Yeah. The difficulty was, though, is all that B-movie action and violence and fun against where he does like a monologue.
Oh, yeah.
With eating babies. We're going there, people, but he gives a monologue about eating children, and you go, I'm loving this film. It's like,
After a month, we ate the week.
So I think we were all joking along and stuff, sat on the sofa watching it, and then it just come out with that line, and we just all kind of withered.
I know what people taste like.
They weren't quite sure of the tone, but like you said, it was very extreme. One trying to be very serious. There were people dying all over the shop. There were.
And you got a carriage full of gimps.
That was the French element.
Yeah. I really like the Snowpiercer bit where they went through the tunnel. And it's with the gimps. I'm with you on that, Marc. But I think that's a small part as they're going through all the next carriages. There's the school carriage.
School's bizarre.
The school is really strange.
What happens if the engine stops? We all freeze and die.
What else? What are the other carriages?
Our preordained position.
The aquarium.
We had
the
the
sushi.
Yeah.
Sushi carriage.
Yeah, the meat
The
fridge.
real
The meat fridge, the kind of rocky carriage.
Yeah.
And the glass one.
Yeah.
Oh, the nightclub. We say the nightclub.
Nightclub, no.
Yeah, I was going to say, the real
The
hedonistic nightclub as well.
Cloud City had Bespin on
Yeah.
it, didn't they? They kind of...
People who had managed to get themselves off the train, and that's how far they got before they froze to death. And obviously, when we see the Coca-Cola there at the end,
Things were hotting up.
yeah.
So, Snowpiercer. Ryan, would you recommend this to people? What was your favourite bit in the bit that you saw? What else?
Yeah, I think if people like their sort of obscure sort of side, would we call Snowpiercer obscure? Is it just it's just peculiar?
It's just odd.
Yeah, it's just odd. I suppose if people like their sort of odd foreign films, especially in the science fiction way, sort of like them, yeah, I would recommend it.
What did you think the same?
Yeah, I thought the whole thing was really well done, but for me it was just the switching tone all the time, and it's very sharp.
I know that babies taste best.
Oh, I love that one. Such a tonic.
You're laughing at one point, and then you just want to cry.
yeah.
But you can't cry because you're still thinking it's comedy. Well, hold on a minute, is this comedy? Is this dark comedy? I don't understand what it is. But it's not comedy. They just switch from comedy to just dark.
This is size 10 chaos.
Phil, you've seen it before?
Yeah, I would recommend it to other people, and I have done. I think Tilda Swinton was great. She really has just nailed it.
See this? This is death.
I think it was Ryan who came in and just was like, is that the voice she's going with?
In this locomotive we call home, there is one thing that between our warm hearts and the bitter cold.
She's doing this,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then later on, Ed Harris does that.
Yeah.
And then is it to do with the kids underneath?
It
there?
is. I didn't notice that until this watching, actually.
We must each of us occupy our preordained particular position.
I'm thinking that Tilda Swinton was someone who was once a kid and then maybe grew up into it, or was just saying, get used to this. This is
the sort of thing that you're going to
get used to a fisting.
Yeah.
You can kind of see how they couldn't have pitched this like to an audience, but at the same time, I really liked it. It's one of my favourite movies of that year when it came out in 2013. And it's great to see other people see it finally, because it's not very well known. So I'd really recommend it myself. Phil,
Yeah,
would you
I really enjoyed it. Twice I've seen it now. I really enjoyed it both times.
Would you wear a shoe on your head?
Seemed like a good place to say that's what we think of Snowpiercer, and let's move on to
The Majesty.
As everyone's, we were very happy with Snowpiercer. Let's put Snowpiercer down there, but Under Siege 2. Now we're talking.
I can't remember anything about it, so I'll let you.
Well, you were there from the start, Ryan. What do you think of Under Siege 2?
There's actually a short version of the story on the front cover.
Just read it out.
Say, a top-secret nuclear satellite, a team of international terrorists, a
Are
government
they
held
international
hostage.
terrorists? Oh, those
I don't know.
They were very American if they were
Yeah.
international. Certainly not compared
It
to Snowpiercer.
Undetectable moving headquarters.
Undetectable.
Undetectable.
It's called a train.
It's called a train.
And there's the best bit. Only one hero stands in the way.
Nobody beats me in the kitchen.
So, well, I thought they got Steven Seagal coming from Under Siege. You know, he was a chef who used to be in the Navy.
Yes.
He was in the Navy at the time, wasn't he?
Chef Navy.
Yeah,
Navy
chef that ends up on a train with his. We thought it was a daughter, but turned
Then
out
we thought it was his lover.
turned out to be his niece. Though, didn't it?
Definitely niece.
It's definitely niece.
Basically not fucking your buddy's daughter.
Yeah, it was his niece. So there was a family because she had the same surname.
Yeah.
And then they get on a train, and then there are the other the guys who control GoldenEye.
It's some kind of weapon. It's a space-based weapon. Think GoldenEye.
Somebody shut it down for Christ's sake.
I'll find you.
Well, they wanted it, they're gonna get it!
I'll find him.
Yeah, and the girl, the niece, was Katherine Heigl from Nocturne.
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy.
And Grey's Anatomy.
She's going subterranean. 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 She's going subterranean.
The slow stand.
Like GoldenEye.
Golden Spider.
Spider
Eye.
Grazer 1.
The Grazer 1. That's
Grazer 1.
Yeah, it sounds like a cow.
Control
Can be a grazer.
some kind of laser beam, and not cows, but and then he has to single-handedly, but with other people, take down the terrorists.
Take
that are
down
on
Lovejoy.
Eric Bogosian, I think was his name. Tell us about Eric Bogosian.
Gigabyte of RAM should do the trick. We're in.
Was that the Sweaty Miller band?
Sorry.
He's the worst villain ever.
Let's see here. Access encoded.
2 GIMP references.
Yeah.
It had the guy that dresses as a GIMP from People on the Stairs, and it also had Zed, who brings out the GIMP in Pulp Fiction.
No, just a shitload of blood, and if you get run over by a train, you just...
Yeah.
Oh, we did notice as well there's GIMPs in the first. I don't know what Mike was thinking. Whether he was thinking about whether it was trains, or whether he was thinking, let's tie GIMP movies
It's
together.
not really about trains, guys. It's about gimps. So.
Yeah. That guy's so hard, he fucked ourselves. What is the ass?
I assumed he was dead.
You said you saw Steven Seagal once.
Now, sorry, Stephen. I mean, because we're bound to cross paths at some point. I was in the front row and I saw you at Melton Mowbray Leisure Centre singing your blues band, and I swear you'd painted your hair on.
So, monobrowed Seagal took on grey-haired...
It was mono hair, not
mono-haired Seagal took on grey-haired man in a fight above the waist to the death. They threw away their... No, they had knives.
They threw away their legs.
You brought a knife to a knife fight. Oh, bye. And they fought just doing this.
It was like trying to make the Xbox Connect respond.
Yes. There was no full-on punches.
Mercy,
it was
mercy.
like grab the hands and do that because that really hurts a bit. He didn't weigh
just do
40 stone in this, and he still couldn't move.
Oh, what was the way he ran? I can't remember. I did it a few times. I can't remember. You see him running at one point. I think it's...
outrun someone standing still. So, we saw Snowpiercer and Under Siege 2, 2 very great train films. I guess we could choose which one was our favourite, but I think you get the choice. What was your favourite bit in each film, if you had to choose? To start right. Ooh.
I think Under Siege 2, I think it's everything to do with Morris Chestnut. Everything to do with that man is great. Everything is pure gold.
Oh, he's learned the move. Quickly, take that, tits.
He's cheering on. Yeah.
And in Snowpiercer.
God, I think it's that fight with the 80s villain, isn't it? It just goes so long. It's like, this man will not die.
Yeah.
Why won't you die?
He looked like a football manager.
Yeah.
Could take on everyone.
He had that 80s sort of slick, but he had the ponytail type thing. And the
He
big
randomly transforms into Jack Nicholson for about 3 seconds.
Mark, what do you think? Which obviously,
Well,
what was your favourite bits? That was it in each one.
The Gimps from all the
Mark wants to see a different type of film.
I like the Gimp scene in Snowpiercer. And I like both the Gimps in...
Phil, best bit in each film.
I do like the school scene in Snowpiercer.
Under Siege 2.
The bit where he completely missed the train with his pickup truck.
My favourite bit was probably, I have to go with how bad the villain was. Like, taking the mick out of him all the time.
Phone book, recipes, chicken cannelloni, fruit salad with crystallized ginger.
Oh, we thought the entire thing. The whole film's based around owning a CD-ROM.
Yeah.
Yes.
It used to be floppy disks, now it's CD-ROM. It's
Mega CD.
Yeah, it's a Mega CD or the Windows 95 disc with a video of Weezer on.
Yeah. Buddy Holly video.
Yeah.
Right, so train films. We've obviously seen two films very much based around trains. The more modern Snowpiercer, which we love, Under Siege 2, which had a kind of comedy value, but
I'm not going to watch it again.
None of us are going to watch it again. There's a reason there is no Under Siege 3. There's many other films as well with trains in, like some big films like, Buster, Unstoppable with Denzel Washington. These films are based around trains, and there's a number of films we've got on the table where a train is involved in a scene or a sequence. Ryan, any films that you really like that have a train in, or film that has a train in, other than these two classics?
Not really.
Well, not everyone. Some of the ones we got down here, we've got Jesse James, as Ryan was saying. Unbreakable doesn't really have a train in at all. It's right at the start, where the train crashed.
He survives
leads
the crash,
and survives it.
yeah.
You're certain you were in the passenger car?
Yeah. Where are the other passengers?
Have you seen one?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Tell us what happens in Wanted with that.
Basically, Angelina Jolie drives this really battered, ancient, screwed up old car off the side of a motorway and into the side window of a train.
Super 8 also has a train crash in. It's not the main bit as well, a bit like Unbreakable.
Oh my God!
Inception, he keeps dreaming of a train.
And the train crashes into things
in
the middle of the crossroads.
Yes, it does. Sherlock Holmes, I really like Sherlock Holmes, the second one, which is called Game of Shadows, and that has a really good old school one with almost like Harry Potter compartments.
Or can we just crack on?
Back to the Future 3, big train, get the DeLorean up to 88 miles an hour. Good action train sequencing, but source code, which is mainly set on a train, which is a bit like Quantum Leap.
I took your advice. It was very good advice.
Oh boy.
Any other train films that we may have missed? Or...
The obvious one, Atomic Train.
Tell us about Atomic Train.
In the heart-pounding, high-speed adventure, Atomic Train.
Atomic Train stars Rob Lowe, made-for-TV movie.
He's got Rob Lowe in.
It's got Rob Lowe. Terrible.
Yeah. What's atomic about it? Is it
the train?
The future of the world on a collision course with the Atomic Train.
Snakes on a Train. I want to see that.
Any other train films? Or are we done for...
well, we had a few, didn't we? We had...
Thomas and Magic Railroad.
Yeah. Yes. What's the one with Tom Hanks in it?
Polar Express, yeah.
Polar Express,
a bit like Snowpiercer in many ways.
Yes, but friendly.
Yeah, it's slightly friendly. Yeah,
Still ropey CGI.
I belong to the front. You belong to the tail.
Seen Top Secret? There's a brief one in there. It's a comedy film, kind of airplane style.
There's a very similar scene, well, it's a rip-off basically, in one of the Quartermain films.
Hey, is that good, Junger? Very good, guys.
There's a great story actually from like the Canon Films who made those. They were always making like bad versions of pretty famous films. Towards the end, they made Masters of the Universe.
I love that film. I
and
absolutely love it.
Superman 4. But before that, they made the Quartermain films, and the guy said when they first started shooting, the Sharon Stone was on set, and he said, "Who's this?" And they were like, "It's Sharon Stone. It's the woman you wanted." And he was like, "This isn't who I wanted. I wanted the woman from the film." He was like, "You said Sharon Stone." He was like, "No, I didn't." That's like... And then in the end, it turned out that he wanted the woman from Romancing the Stone.
Chamberlain said he was told that they were meant to be like, I don't know, 20 million or something. He says it looked like it was 20,000 when I got on set and it's all made out of cardboard. Christopher Reeve has done, 3 Superman films.
Yeah.
He gets onto the set and it's just What is this stuff? It's like polystyrene.
Superman 4 is partly filmed in Milton Keynes. Yeah.
It's like them saying to me, right, you know, they've done Inception, now you've got to film this in Colville. Okay. You've got 20,000 to make it. Brilliant. Let's do it.
Let's give it a whirl.
Oh, Brewsters Millions. The train goes, it stops the game. That is a classic film. You have to stop, hack and sack balls.
Yeah. That's a brilliant film.
Grasping at straws.
No, I feel we are. The Brewsters Millions is a film I watched after a night out in London, and my mate said, let's watch a few films. And he put on Scum and The Firm, and it was so depressing. I was like, let's not watch another one of these. Right. Yes, let's watch that. And it was really great. It was uplifting after Scum involving Ray Winston.
Where's your tool? What tool? It's fucking tool.
Yeah, that's a pretty harsh film. No trains in it.
In fact, there's a train in that film.
Really?
When they're in the yard, in the yard of the Borstal, in the background, there's a train track.
Oh.
Death by Train.
There's many, Death by Train.
That is a film title there, isn't it?
Death by Train.
I think there is. Let's get Seagal in for
Death by Train.
If that's not already a Steven Seagal film, I'd be very, very shocked. Very shocked.
Justice by Death by Train.
Mm-hmm. Justice to kill on a train by death. It's just he's got 5 words that he decided can make every film title that ever existed about justice and kill.
We did go for the list of all Steven Seagal films.
And die.
And die, yeah.
Die.
Justice, kill,
and hard.
Die.
Hard to die by death. Being killed by death.
Death by die.
It has to be train based. Who's in it? What's the title of the film? Go.
It'd have to be Chuck Norris. I don't know. I eat the train and spit it out.
Ooh. Phil, you got a film?
Top that.
Yeah.
Give a train.
Give me the train. Give me the train.
I think we may be out of train films. I chucked that one away. That was, how is it half a can? When I picked it up, I was like, that looks like it's open, and it wasn't. And when I opened it, there was no fizz coming out. And then when I poured it in, that's why I said, guys, is this like the amount that should be in a can of Foster's?
You pouring it during the bug?
I'm putting the wrong wall.
You whore. Cheers.